right. And the share. All right, can you guys see my screen? If you would just want to give me a nod of your head so I know that it's good to go. All right. Okay, sounds good. All right, let me take a quick sip. All right, and I am recording, so we're going to get kicked off. So my name is Katie Ursa. I have been coaching for six years. Yes, 7. I think I just hit 7. 2012. Yes, 7 years. I've been coaching for 7 years. And I started this business really as just an opportunity to get my groceries paid for. I never came into it really understanding the potential of what it could do for myself, for my family. I really didn't understand it. I'm sorry if you guys hear my kids in the background. It is summer, so the schedule's a little bit crazy. So I never really came into this with this idea of building what has become a 7-figure business. I really was just a mom who was a full-time teacher and really struggling to get the groceries paid for. And so I really looked at this opportunity as something that I could help, as something I could help my family with in terms of our income. And so I just, from the very beginning, was watching the leaders in my organization as they were sharing what they were doing to be successful. And here's the truth, guys. This business is super, super simple. It is not hard to do the activities that myself or Megan or Melanie are going to be teaching you how to do. But it does take discipline, it does take consistency, and it does take time. And I really like to compare it to our fitness journey. So for me, I lost 25 pounds with Beachbody programs, and it didn't happen overnight. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of consistency. It took some changes that I was making in my own life that I was incorporating daily. And it also took some mentorship, and it took accountability. And honestly, those results that I achieved were also results that I still maintain and work on through consistency today. It's the same with my business. The act of building a Beachbody business is really quite simple. The consistency and discipline to be able to do it is another piece of the equation. So today, my goal is to give you a grand overview of just some things that we want to know. It's going to be a great reference point. It can be a call that you get to come back to. You can check out. The recording is going to be up in the training page or in email. You'll receive it via your upline, but just so you know, you will have access to it if you need it at a later date. All right, so first of all, congratulations. You are building what could be a life-changing business. And now that you have signed up, maybe you are like, I'm a coach. What do I do? Like, what do I do, right? Or maybe you felt that too the first time that you ordered your challenge pack and you go, oh my gosh, I signed up and I spent $160. What do I do? It's that same idea. Let's make sure, number one, that we are open to accountability and coachability. And number two, let's just really, really simplify what we're going to be doing. And that is through what we call the vital behaviors of building a successful coaching business. And there are a few things that we really keep at the forefront of our business that no matter where you are, 1 year in, 1 month in, 1 day in, or 10 years in, you're still going to be using. So the very first thing that I want to share is our job is to make sure that we are a product of the product. If you have not yet signed up with what we call a challenge pack, which is your Beachbody on Demand or specifically a program like Morning Meltdown, or you have yet to use Shakeology or a performance line, our first idea, what we want to make sure that we are focused on is that we are going to be using those products because that builds our own testimonial. We start to be able to talk about the products that we are using ourselves and how they are making us feel. So the very first thing that I would love to hear from you via the chat bar is what is the program that you are committing to? Is it Morning Meltdown? Is it Transform 20? Or is it another program in the Beachbody On Demand catalog? The second thing that I want to ask you is, what supplements are you committing to using for at least 30 days? And I'll be honest, I am a 365er for like 7 years. I have been using Shakeology every day. I don't miss it. I use it consistently, sometimes twice a day. And so I want you to ask yourself, what are you committing to in terms of the products? Shakeology, Power Greens, Performance Line, what are you committing to? Because both of those are going to mean that you are going to start building your own testimonial. You'll be able to start talking from experience, first-person experience for what those things are doing for you. Number two, our second job is to invite. Now, I know that a lot of people can fluff this up and they can talk around it, but at the end of the day, we are selling a product. Yes, we are sharing our experiences, but we are also selling a product. And in order to sell effectively, people have to know you're open for business, right? So that means we have to learn how to connect with people. We have to learn how to send an authentic invitation. And we also have to learn the key of the follow-up, which is really like how I get most of my clients is through that follow-up. Number three, we're committed to helping people achieve results. So we know that the products and the programs work, but we're also committed to helping other people on their journey. This is not a business that's a one and done. You don't just sell something and say, good luck to you, I'll see you later, hope it works out for you. You are really committed to your clients for the long haul. And happy clients who are seeing amazing results become amazing coaches. Maybe that's how you ended up here. Or it also could be that they become amazing testimonials and they become people who speak about your coaching and the accountability that you provide. So making sure that our clients, our customers, and the coaches that we begin to onboard are getting results is key. And then lastly, this is the one that I admittedly kind of stunk at when I first started because I didn't get it, but that is personal development. I have to share that I truly believe it's who you become through the process of building this business that is the most important key to success. It is not about the numbers that you bring in, the volume that you bring in, but it is about who you become and the leader you step up to be simply by becoming a best version of yourself. Through the fitness, yes, but also through your mindset. Positive thinking. If you have not yet been a part of a challenge group, you are in for a treat because coaches have this way of making you feel like you deserve to be the best version of yourself because you do. You truly do. And that person is worth fighting for. And so is the business. But it's going to take some inside work too. It's not just a surface level, I'm going to work out, I'm going to drink a shake, I'm going to call it a day, and then I'm done. It's about the process of becoming a better version of yourself. So here's how we set up the baseline. All right, so we have the vitals. This is what we do as coaches. Really, simplify it. This is what we do as coaches. We recognize people who are getting results and we help them do it. We connect with people. We are proof ourselves that the products work, and we do personal development. That is the basics of what a coach does. I look at that and I go, this is kind of an amazing gig. Right? Like, how does it possibly get better than that? Because I have to take care of me. If I'm going to succeed, it's going to be because I'm taking care of me. So let's talk about the baseline. These are like goals or benchmarks that your first month as a coach, you want to make sure that you're kind of keeping your eye on. So the very first one that I have that I want to share is we really want to sign 3 people up the same way that we signed up. So helping 3 people start their fitness transformation alongside of us. I'm not sure who your upline is, but I will tell you that you're part of an amazing organization. You are part of an organization that has incredible leadership, and you have by far the best tools and resources at your disposal. So in your head, if you're saying, oh my gosh, Katie, I haven't even started on my fitness journey yet, how am I possibly going to lead others? That's where your coach comes in. Your coach is here to mentor you not just on your health and fitness journey and your business journey, but she's going to make sure she's giving you the same resources and tools that you can help your clients with as well. And a lot of times that means that you are participating as a challenger and sort of a coach as well in the first challenge group alongside your first clients. Number 2, you got to start your fitness transformation. In my team page, and I'm sure Megan will share it in hers too, is a calendar of the workouts you can do for MM100 before it even goes live into your catalog in entirety. So if you signed up with MM100 and you're in your head saying, okay, well, I know it doesn't officially come out until July 29th and my challenge group starts the 22nd, what can I do before that? Start asking your coach what workouts you should do. And maybe she has some other ideas as well, but starting on your fitness journey, starting to acclimate yourself with Shakeology and what it's doing for your insides and how it's making you feel. Number 3, and this is what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about how we're going to launch your business. And number 4, a big goal, especially during a launch month, is achieving what we call Emerald rank, which is going to open the doors to the compensation plan. And number 5, we're going to give you a tracker for how to start your business. All right, so first, the Success Club tracker system can be found in your Coach Online office. And I'll give you a quick peek of the Coach Online office too in a minute. It can be found in the Beachbody Champions page that was emailed to you when you signed up. And it can also be found in your team page. If you're not sure how to access this tracker tool, make sure you reach out to your coach so that they can get it for you. With the B100 workout, you are also going to be tracking. It is proven that tracking your daily activities, whether it's in your nutrition or in your fitness, is going to push you to actually become a better version of yourself. So not only do we track in our fitness, but we track in our business as well. So what you see here is your business activity tracker, and look at it. They are the exact same things that I just talked about right here. You are tracking those things, your invitations, your connections, the proof that the product works by using the products, and getting people results by contributing in those challenge groups and checking into your team page as well. All right, so let's talk. We're gonna start our transformation, people. Oh, Megan, I have you on here. So start your transformation. Okay, so how do we do it? So let's really think about this. It is our job to take care of ourselves and journal it. So every day, you are going to look at your social media as an opportunity to journal your story as a way of sharing that with other people, sharing what you're doing, talking about it, and being real. Let's get really honest. Sometimes when we're struggling in a fitness journey, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. As pumped as I am for a B100 or Mini-Meltdown 100, I also know it's not always going to be that fun. I know that it's not always going to be like amazing, but I do know that the process of it is what people are going to relate to. And so for me, I post on a couple different platforms, but for you, I would say to let's get kind of comfortable with one. So I want you to ask yourself, what's the platform that I want to start with? Do I want to start on Facebook? Do I want to start on Instagram? Do I really want to lean into stories and start building my stories that way? Throughout the next 4 weeks in your training, we are going to go over how to grow a following. We are going to talk about how to use Instagram, how to use stories. We're going to give you all of that information. But the very first thing is simply showing up and starting your role as a coach by sharing what you are doing. And so maybe if you have not yet, take those before pictures. Take the before pictures, start them out. If you want to share them now, you can. If you don't want to yet, or maybe you already have a transformation that has taken place, totally fine. But it is imperative that as a coach, you start your journey by taking those transformations. Then I want you to actually sign up 3 people the way that you started. Okay, so think about how you started and think about what you signed up with. So if you signed up with MM100 and Shakeology, you want to sign people up that way too. If you are using the performance line, sign them up with the performance line. If your upline has a different way of doing it, ask them about it. So when you signed up, jot down, and this is how I think, because I'm a teacher and so my brain works like this. I wrote down everything that scared me before I signed up, or everything that I didn't understand before I signed up. And I'll give you an example. When my coach Melanie signed me as a coach, she had put up a post and it talked about getting a free t-shirt. And I had been watching, I had done Insanity on my own, and I knew that she was talking about the business. I started to understand that she was creating an income, and that was appealing to me. But what was really appealing to me was a free t-shirt. I don't know why, I just like free swag. So when I talked to her, I was like, okay, but how do I get the free t-shirt? And it happened that at the time, getting the free t-shirt actually had really nothing to do with coaching. But because we had the conversation, I was able to understand the coaching a little bit more, and I was able to get myself a free t-shirt too. So ask yourself the questions that you had before you signed up, the worries that you had before you signed up, and then the benefits since you've been a part of it. If you've been a challenger for some time, maybe you already have a transformation in the works. Maybe you already have experience with Shakeology or the products. Start thinking about those things, because your clients and your potential coaches are going to have the same concerns that you do. They're going to have the same questions and misunderstandings that maybe you do as well. I remember another coach that I had signed in my organization was very hesitant to coach because she always saw me take these before and after pictures with just a sports bra on. And it made her really uncomfortable, and she didn't want to sign as a coach because she didn't want to have to do a before picture in just a sports bra. And sometimes it's just these little things that hold people back, and they're so simple we can overlook them. So I think it's really, really helpful to write these things out. All right, so sign up 3 people. Let's get real. How? Right? Let's talk about how. So the very first 3 people that I signed up were my friends and family. My very first coach, because I understood that when my coach told me that I want to go Emerald right away, it was because I was opening the doors to the compensation plan. And I'm going to be honest with you, the doors to the compensation plan and opening them now is a big deal, especially as we launch. And that it's hard to explain in the first call. We do talk about this in the training, but an Emerald coach is simply a coach who has 2 personally sponsored coaches. These do not have to be working coaches. My very first coach was my husband, and he loves me so much, but he is not an active Beachbody coach, but he just helps me with the back end of things. He is still one of the first coaches in my organization, and he himself too has benefited financially from his placement in my organization. I understand that this is over your head and that this is brand new, and maybe you might be saying, like, I don't really understand comp plan and Emerald, but I will say, as your mentor coach, the smartest business move you can make as a business builder is go Emerald fast. The second smartest move that you can make is sign up your significant other, your spouse, or a family member in that peak spot in your organization. They should either be the first or the second coach in your business. The second coach I signed was a friend of mine who wanted to do the business with me. And so the 2 of us started this journey together. And when I approached her about the business, I was basically like, hey, Kay, just wanted to let you know, I know we've gone back and forth about health and fitness before. I know we were doing the Weight Watchers thing. I'm going to give this a go. I really think I can be successful at it. I seem to be in this really great mentorship program. I think this would be fun to do together. Can I give you more info about it? Super simple, great message, and who wouldn't want to do a business like this with your friends? So that was just my thought with when I officially started. So I asked the people that I wanted to partner with. I got my husband on board, and right away I had my first 2 coaches who were also my first 2 clients as well. All right, so then we gave another example. I'm not going to read it to you, but this is an example that our upline Melanie gave for how she kind of like gave her transformation for what she had done so far. Let me give you guys a little bit more. Okay, so morning meltdown is probably what we're all focusing on. Am I right? Is anyone else not going to be doing MM100? It doesn't matter. If you are doing something else, it's totally fine. But I want to congratulate you because you really came in at like the perfect time to start a business. And I don't just say that lightly, but there's so much excitement with the new program coming out, and you are going to be so passionate and excited about this program. It's going to be so much fun to help your very first clients get amazing results. So let's talk about what those invitations are going to look like. Let me see real quick. Okay, so Miriam. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know Melanie was on. All right, so Miriam, if you aren't doing MM100, I want you to reach out to your upline and ask her how to handle the invitations, the challenge group, how to handle like your specific invitations, because it might look just a wee bit different, all right? Okay, so MM100, it's coming in, it's here for coaches, but we don't officially get access to the catalog of workouts, the first phase of workouts, until July 29th. What Beachbody did though, is they gave us as coaches access to the first 10 workouts now. And they did that for a couple reasons. Number one, they want you to test it out so that you can share it. So what I do in the morning is I get up, I do the workout, and then I sort of film a couple of the moves and I share those moves on stories, or I talk about them live, or I give people feedback within what I call my launch group. So the very first thing that you want to start doing is actually starting those workouts. You will have access to those 10 workouts until the 15th. Then on the 16th, the program itself becomes available to clients. So people who are not enrolled or are not enrolling as coaches will then have access to the program. No matter what, everybody is also going to have access to 5 mini meltdown workouts. My suggestion to you is once your clients start to get signed up, have them check out on demand, maybe have them check out the Clean Week workouts, or maybe start them with those mini workouts as well. But your group, whether it's on the challenge tracker or it's going to be on Facebook, is going to start on July 22nd. So you are inviting people to join you starting July 22nd. You will do a 1-week prep of just mental prep, meaning like you're going to help them sort of get in the mindset of success. You are going to then help them also get their kitchen ready, so learning how to eat healthy, whether they're doing 2B mindset, portion fix, or the nutritional that comes with Morning Meltdown. And then you officially launch on the 29th. So the very first thing I want you to have your conversation with your upline about is, are you running a group with your coach, meaning you're inviting your clients or your coaches to her group, or do you want to try to run your own? Not try, but do you want to run your own? Have that conversation so you guys are both on the same page about that. That is the specifics of what you are inviting to. You also want to talk to them about what the requirements are. So here's the deal. For me, I find it really, really important that my clients be drinking Shakeology. And here is why. This is sort of my lowdown about why. My clients drink Shakeology because I know no one is 100% nutritionally gonna nail it. Shakeology is the one meal a day as you're starting to make changes in your lifestyle, as you're starting to make changes in your habits, as you're starting to make changes in your daily routine, as you're starting to see that the foods that you maybe have been eating in the past, those high sugar foods, you're not eating as much. What Shakeology does is it comes in and it sort of fills those nutritional gaps for when we aren't perfect. And it also curbs the cravings for when we really, really want to be able to indulge. And I encourage my clients to make sure that they are drinking Shakeology sort of habitually at the same time every day until they really get used to it as a routine. When I started, I was taking it at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon because I had a habit of eating like snacks after school. So my kids would leave for the day and then I would go into my drawer and I would have like candy or something in there and I would snack on that. And so Shakeology kind of took that craving away because I was having something else to replace it. So you want to explain to people that it's part of your toolkit. Right? So as coaches, we might not be nutritionists, dietitians, fitness experts, but we have a toolkit. And part of that toolkit nutritionally is going to be Shakeology. If you want to help them with the performance line, with the pre and the post workout, those are great tools too. That's just sort of my experience with Shakeology and why I require it. All right, so I want to walk you through a couple of examples for how you're actually going to launch. And these are a little bit small and hard to read, but I'm just going to walk you through. Some of them are going to be to people you know. Think about the people who are rooting for you. Think about the people who would buy dirt from you. Think about your best friend who is just always totally like got your back. You want them to help you because you know this is going to help them. This isn't like a, hey, can you scratch my back kind of thing. This is a, hey, I have something to gift you. Like, this is an amazing thing that I want you to experience as well. So you can start something off with just a simple conversation. Hey, I know that you and I have had a number of conversations about weight loss, fitness, going to the gym, memberships, not having any energy, whatever you have had. And I have to tell you that about a month ago, I was introduced to fill in the blank. Anyways, I feel like it's something that I would love to share with you as well. It's really had a positive impact, and I feel like I'd be a jerk if I wasn't sharing it with you. Can I send you a little bit more information about it? I also clearly needed to spell check that, so I apologize for that. But I would send this to the people that you know, you love, and people that you genuinely want to do this with. The second one was an email that I sent out. This was an actual email. You can see 6/11/12 that I sent out to a friend. And the email was just about what I had experienced with Beachbody and why I think it would be good. And I said at the end, I know that you are looking to tone your physique and are already very comfortable with a rigorous cardio program. My suggestion would be insanity. And then I went on to describe more about it. But these are just a couple of the examples that are personal. These are things that I sent out. I didn't blast these on my wall. I sent these to people who I know, who I love, who I would want to be working with. Then, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples, I wanted to just share, and if you want a screenshot, you can, because I'm not going to read through all of these, but I just wanted to share a couple of things that I have seen posted by members of our team, and these are real members of our team, but these, some of these didn't have pictures, some of them did, but I wanted to share with you just how they did it by creating this curiosity and also coming from the standpoint of, I'm not the pro on this, but I'm also excited to invite people into what my coach is doing. So I'm gonna just show you guys the last one just to kind of emphasize sort of why I think it was so successful. And this girl who wrote it said, y'all, the struggle is real, the weight loss struggle that is, ever since having my son. Initially, the weight seemed to just fall off, but these last 15 pounds have been such a struggle. I seem to do good during the week, but then the weekend comes and I have a cheat meal that leads to 2, and so on. And then we all play the, I'm just going to start again on Monday. By Monday, all my accomplishments during the week are gone and I'm back to square one. It's just a vicious cycle. Anyone else play that game? So notice that she's like talking to her ideal audience who are like her. And also notice that she's not talking about the transformation she has because she doesn't have it yet. She's talking about wanting to be on the journey of losing that 15 pounds. And then she transitions to, but guys, I have a really cool opportunity that's come up. Today I started working with a certified nutritionist with a program that just launched. I'm super excited to be learning about the program that is focused on shifting mindset behind weight loss without cutting out major food groups and still allowing me to eat larger portions. I love her motto of allowing yourself to treat yourself to what you really want. And then I'm just gonna read back to the bottom. I only have the opportunity to invite 10 of you with me. If you wanna join, comment below and I will get you set up with more info. So there's a couple of things that happen. She goes through like what she's gonna be doing. She talks about the weight loss struggle and then she tells them very specifically what to do if they want more information. That is key with your initial post. So what about the posts that have to do with the launch of MM100? And also just how to post in general. So I wanted to share a couple of examples. So I know that it's key that you share pieces of your daily life. It helps people see what you're like. It helps people see just behind the scenes and not always about the fitness, but who you just are in general. I always share workout clips, whether it's on my Facebook business page or I do it every day in my stories, no fail, that gives people a little bit of a glimpse into the programs that I'm doing. Product use also creates excitement. It creates curiosity. I also share healthy meal prep. I did a video where I actually took all of my groceries and I just said, this is what I put in my cart every week. And I threw it out so that people could see that. And then I also do invitations, promotions, groups, polls, calls to action. Most of those things I do in my stories. And I give people like things that I love, whether it's clothing or hair care products or I don't do a lot with makeup because I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't know what I like. I like Marshalls a lot. Share a lot like with Marshalls, like deals I find at Marshalls. I talk about my kids. I talk about like being a sports mom. I talk about like blog posts that I've done. Just things in general that I love. And so I just wanted to share a couple of things, examples of what coaches post. You know, like struggles that they have. Like I love this picture of our coach, Kirsty, who is like really excited about the workout, but she also talks about like really loving the shoes that she's wearing too. So just super relatable. So let's talk about how you can do an MM100 post too. So the first thing that I would suggest is you have a sample of the workout. The sample of the workout is in your coach online office. You just go, let me see if I have one of my offices open. So you just go in here, you click on Grow My Business, you click on Products, Tools, and Shareable Media. Is it gonna log me out? Yep, hold on. Maybe. There you go. Okay, so you are going to click on Grow My Business. You are going to click up Product and Shareable Tools. And then you can find, these resources are amazing, but for today, I just want to share with you how to access the Morning Meltdown sample workout. So the sample workout is totally free. You can get it here, and you can actually download it and save it, and then share it, or you can go to YouTube. So if you just click on the workout, it pops up there. But if you click copy, no, share, no, hold, yep, let's see. No, hold on, one more. I'll get it, guys. You click the V, and it comes up as Vimeo. You can click download, and you can actually download the sample workout right to your computer. So what I would do is I would ask people if they would be willing to test out a workout. And the very first post that I did about it, I just talked about, I've been given the green light to actually go ahead and let people see the new workout program coming in July. Want it totally free, totally legit. And then I talk about, I think, how to do it. So drop an emoji and I will get you those deets and I will show up in your inbox within 24 hours. So I collected emails. So everybody who commented on the post that they wanted to try it out, I messaged them and I said, I want to send you the sample workout. Can I have your email? And then once I had them check out the email or check out the workout, I just asked them for feedback on it. It's a great way to kind of build curiosity about what you're doing and also to just build that consistency with what you have to offer. Kirsten did one that was similar. She said, looking for 15 or more busy women who want to sample a new workout program before it launches. And then Megan over here talked about like first 100 girls to drop an emoji will get to test out my new workout coming out in July. So these were all sort of great calls to action where they were specifically like telling people what to do. So throughout this MM100, the next few days, as you start to do the workouts, start saying, okay, how can I get other people to see what this is all about? Maybe it's an email you send to your close friends about wanting them to test out a workout. Maybe it's that you're wanting feedback. Maybe you do an Amazon gift card giveaway of some sort. But share workout tips, share anything that you think will add value. The other thing that I am doing, especially right now, and I'm encouraging my downline to do, is start talking about the journey of MM100 as your journey. So for me, I created just a simple hashtag, which was hashtag 100 workout challenge. And each day that I've been doing it so far, I've just written down what day it is. And I give like a motivational advice or something to share that like lets people know that they can do this too. So I also share out workout tips or things that I think about or process while I am working, out. So product use, healthy meal prep, invites, those call to actions, recognition, shout outs, and just documenting your journey. Here's the thing, when you start coaching, it does feel a little bit awkward to use your social media feed in a different way. So you might not be used to posting. Me, I show up on my social media one time a day in terms of posting. On my stories, I keep it at about 10, and my workouts usually take about 3 or 4 of those. So if you're not really sure where to start, remember you start simple. Are you starting on IG or are you starting on Facebook? Do you want to build up your stories? Do you really want to build your audience over there? No matter what, make a commitment to follow that tracker that I shared at the very beginning of the call and just dedicate 1 hour a day to building your business. And just like that tracker at the very top of the call that we were talking about, you're just checking off the activities that you're doing along the way. And they're listed out right there for you. My suggestion is also to share your tracker with your coach every Thursday. Your tracker is really going to let them see if you're not able to achieve the goals that you've set for yourself, what pieces of the tracker might be missing, or where we maybe are looking, or how can we improve our conversations so that you can have that conversation with your coach and you know what you need to focus on. Number 3, commit to those vital behaviors we talked about. You want to make sure that, yes, you are focused on your transformation and connecting with people, inviting them, following up with them, and you're recognizing the hard work that people are putting in, including yourself, publicly when you share on social media. And then, of course, that personal development. For me, that book was The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and then The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. was the other one. Number 4, just be willing to fail. You're going to. If you're going to like rock at this business, you're going to have to stink at it first. And I mean that with all the love in my heart, but you don't come into something as a pro. You have to learn and grow through the process. So realize that the first post you do might not have a lot. The second post that you do might not have a lot. Maybe you go live and only your mom watches. Maybe you do your stories and you're like, I got 3 people to view them. Still celebrate. Celebrate because you aren't going to give up just because you know that the process of it is about failure. That's how you get better at it. Achieve Success Club 5. Minimum by July 31st. That is done by signing 3 people up exactly how you signed up. When you signed up with a challenge pack, you already have earned, when you sign somebody up with a challenge pack, you earn 2 points. So as long as you are signing up 3 people a month, you're hitting Success Club. And I know that it says minimum. I really want to preface that. It can get easy to just get comfortable with those numbers. Like you say, oh, I hit Success Club and I'll have to keep my foot on the gas. No, the blessing of this business is that you get to invite people. So it shouldn't be capped at the goal that you have achieved of SC5. Make that your baseline, but not your must. Make it just the base because you can far outdo that. And then subscribe to 2 pages that are going to have a lot of information. That's the Team Beachbody 411 page. Let's see if I can get it. It was Facebook being funny for anyone else? Does anyone else having issues? Team Beachbody Coach 411 page. This is where our national wake-up calls are going to be. And if you didn't see Alana's going to be on. I love me some Alana. She go yet? No, just Autumn went so far. Sorry, that was random side note. All right, so you'll see all of the information, and then the national wake-up calls are on here as well. Trying to scroll down. There it is. So the national wake-up call will be on here too. And then the other page that I think you should subscribe to is the Beachbody Champions. This was in your welcome email that the corporate, that the company sent to you. So this is all kinds of files. There's all kinds of trainings in here. You can click on the units, and there's a great tool for you to get started on your business here. All right? Okay, let me go back to where I was, got over that. And then lastly, just 2 books to consider. Get Over Your Damn Self by Romney Neustadt, and then The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy are just 2 books that I want you to take into consideration. Okay, lastly, as coaches, couple things that I want you to know. On Mondays at 12 o'clock, you will have access to a coach training. And that coach training is going to take place with somebody who has been in the business for a while. It's either going to be me or Melanie. Megan Blinka does them. So on Mondays at 12 o'clock, you will have access to that. Yes, they are always recorded, but I really want to emphasize the benefit of being on them live. The other thing is make sure you show up weekly for the team calls. Whether you're on the KB or you're on Melanie's team, we're all part of Melanie's team. Usually those calls take place at 9 o'clock on Monday nights. If you have another team call, just reach out to your upline. And then lastly, the national wake-up call is going to be just on that channel that I showed to you. That's going to take place on Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern. So for me, I go from the national wake-up call, I listen to that, and then I get on the Coach Basics call. And even though I've been doing this for 7 years, I still get on those Coach Basics calls because I just feel like it's good to have a refresher all the time. All right, yeah, Facebook and IG are being so funny right now. I couldn't do my post on IG this morning. It's all good. It's all good. All right. That good connection. Yeah, connectors like Melanie talked about. She said something about Target. Like think about what your audience would want to see from you, because just in general, like what you would want to see too. To stop commenting on my post. Don't tell your mom to stop. She loves you. Okay, I do too. Okay, cool. No worries. All right, do you guys have other questions for me? Nothing. So does anyone feel overwhelmed? No? Excited? I read in a book that when we say we're overwhelmed, it's because we don't know where to start. So I just want to remind you that we are starting with the vitals. We are just doing those vital behaviors. So very first thing, in a nutshell, that I would tell you to do is, number one, make your post about MM100. Maybe it's that curiosity post that we gave you examples of. Number two, write your list of who you want to do this business with and get them started. Whether it's your friend, your spouse, get them started. Number three, start using the products so that you can become a testimonial of the products. That's simple. Just keep those vitals in your mind and keep them at the forefront of what you do. And that's how you build this business. Those vitals don't change as you grow. They're still the same ones that I use even now. Okay, making a list of friends to connect and follow up with. Yeah, and Betsy, don't forget to the post that, or what I shared earlier about, like, here's a great way to connect with them and let them know what you're doing. You could do the personal emails. You could send a message, a text message, or something to people too. Very cool. All right, anything else, guys? I'm so excited for you. Like, you legit have no idea how this could change your life. In a good way. Not saying that your life isn't great right now, but in so many ways. Health, fitness, mindset, all of it, finances, it's amazing. So I'm so excited for you. You're going to love it. And I can't wait to see you guys just rock this launch. It's going to be fun. All right. That's all I got for you. I will get this recording up. Can't wait to see your post. Make sure to tag your upline. And let's rock the month. All right, guys. Have a great day.